Some farmers laugh at guys who still drive 50-year-old iron. Then they watch those same tractors pull stumps, bust hardpan and run another 1,000 hours without a single dealer visit. A 1950s Oliver 88 doesn't have a touchscreen. It has a bulletproof cast iron engine. A Ford 8N doesn't need software updates. It needs oil and grit. 10 classic tractors are still outworking machines that cost 10 times as much. Here's exactly which ones and why. Number 1. Ford 8N. Few tractors in American history have been built in such numbers or survived in such quantities as the Ford 8N. Between 1947 and 1952, Ford produced approximately 524,000 units of the 8N, making it one of the best-selling farm tractors ever manufactured. The 8N was equipped with a 119.7 cubic inch four-cylinder L-head engine, producing around 23 horsepower at the drawbar. What made it genuinely revolutionary was the Harry Ferguson-designed three-point hitch system with draft control, a mechanism so effective that virtually every modern tractor still uses a variation of it today. The 8N weighs roughly 2,410 pounds, which means it's light enough to work in tight orchards and gardens, but strong enough to pull a two-bottom plow through heavy clay. Parts are so widely available and so inexpensive that restoring or repairing an 8N is one of the cheapest projects in vintage equipment. Tens of thousands of these tractors are still in daily use across small farms, hobby operations, and market gardens across North America. The simplicity of the flathead engine means any mechanically inclined farmer can do their own work without a dealership diagnostic computer. Number 2. Oliver 88. The Oliver 88 was built by the Oliver Farm Equipment Company and became one of the most respected row crop tractors of the post-war era. It came with a 231 cubic inch six-cylinder gasoline engine, delivering approximately 44 horsepower at the PTO, a substantial figure for the late 90s. Oliver was known for engineering precision, and the 88 lived up to that reputation. The engine was built with heavy cast components designed to tolerate decades of hard use without catastrophic failure. The 88 could run on distillate fuel, a cheaper, lower-octane fuel widely used in agriculture before LP gas became common, which made it economical to operate on tight margins. Its hydraulic system was reliable, its transmission offered 6 forward speeds, and its footprint was sized appropriately for the Corn Belt fields it was designed to work. Today, Oliver 88s still turn up actively plowing, mowing, and running PTO-powered equipment on small to mid-sized operations, particularly in the Midwest where Oliver's reputation remains strong among older farming families. Number 3. Farm All. International Harvesters Farm. All-M is arguably the most iconic row crop tractor ever built. Production ran from 1939 through 1952, with over 270,000 units produced. The M was powered by a 247.7 cubic inch four-cylinder engine, originally producing around 33 horsepower, later improved to approximately 36 horsepower at the drawbar. It was built with a high-clearance tricycle front end designed specifically for cultivating corn and other row crops without damaging plants. The Farm All became the backbone of American corn and cotton farming during and after World War II. Its torque characteristics were well suited to heavy field work, and its PTO and belt pulley made it capable of powering everything from combines to feed grinders. The engine architecture was straightforward and rebuildable with hand tools. Even now, the Farm All B remains one of the most commonly seen working vintage tractors in the United States because IH produced so many of them and the design was so durable. Parts remain abundant and the tractor's capability in light to medium field work has not been made obsolete. Number 4. John Deere Model A. The John Deere Model A entered production in 1934 and remained in the lineup through 1952 with significant updates along the way. It was powered by a two-cylinder horizontal engine, John Deere's signature design philosophy during this era, displacing 321 cubic inches in its final configuration and producing approximately 38 horsepower on gasoline. The two-cylinder engine had a distinctive sound that gave it the nickname Johnny Papa, and it earned a devoted following because of its torque, simplicity, and ease of repair. The Model A used John Deere's hydraulic implement lift system and was adaptable to a wide range of equipment. Its adjustable width rear axle allowed it to match various row spacings, which was critical for cultivating crops. The tractor's drivetrain was extraordinarily robust. Two large cylinders firing at low RPM generate tremendous torque without the stress loads that smaller, higher-revving engines experience. Model A tractors rebuilt to good mechanical condition still perform real agricultural work today, and the John Deere two-cylinder community remains one of the most active vintage tractor groups in the world, with annual events drawing thousands of participants. Number 5. Allis-Chalmers WD-45. The Allis-Chalmers WD-45 represented the peak of Allis-Chalmers' mid-century engineering. Produced from 1953 to 1957, it was available in gasoline, diesel, and LP gas configurations. The gasoline version used a 226 cubic inch four-cylinder engine, producing approximately 43 horsepower at the PTO. The diesel version, which many collectors and working farmers prefer today, offered better fuel economy and the long-term reliability that compression ignition engines provide. The WD-45 introduced power-adjusted rear wheels, allowing the operator to change the rear tread width without removing the wheels from the axle. A practical innovation that saved significant time during seasonal equipment changes. Its traction booster hydraulic system applied automatic draft control to the three-point hitch, improving implement performance in variable soil conditions. The WD-45 was built with high-quality castings and metallurgy that have aged well. Diesel WD-45s in particular remain respected working tractors because diesel engines from this era were built with wide tolerances and minimal electronics, making them forgiving to operate and straightforward to rebuild. Number 6. Minneapolis Moline UDLX Comfort Tractor U-Series. Minneapolis Moline built tractors with a reputation for power and innovation that often goes underappreciated compared to the big three of Deere, IH, and Ford. The MMU series, produced through the 1940s and into the 1950s, used a 2083 cubic inch four-cylinder engine producing roughly 39 horsepower. Minneapolis Moline was ahead of its time in offering live PTO, a power takeoff that operates independently of the transmission, which allows implements to keep running while the tractor is stopped or the clutch is disengaged. This live PTO feature was a significant practical advantage for mowing, baling, and other operations where stopping the tractor should not stop the implement. The U-Series tractors were also among the first to offer a cab option and were engineered with operator comfort in mind. Their engines were designed for long service life, and the cast iron construction has proven durable through decades of use. tractors have a smaller but intensely loyal collector base, and working examples of the U-Series continue to earn their keep on small farms, particularly for haying operations. Number 7. Ferguson TE20. The Ferguson TE20, known affectionately as the Little Grey Fergie, was designed by Harry Ferguson and manufactured in Coventry, England, starting in 19. It used a four-cylinder Continental or standard engine of approximately 85 cubic inches, producing around 23 horsepower. Despite its modest output, the TE20 was a transformative machine because it incorporated the Ferguson system, the three-point hydraulic hitch with draft control that Ferguson had developed and originally licensed to Ford for the 9N and 8N. When Ferguson and Ford parted ways acrimoniously in 1947, Ferguson built the TE20 to prove his system could stand on its own. Over 500,000 TE20s were produced. The tractor's light weight of approximately 2,700 pounds combined with the Ferguson system's automatic draft control made it capable of working ground that heavier tractors would churn up or bog down in. In the United Kingdom, Ireland, and parts of the Commonwealth, the TE20 is still an actively working tractor. Its simplicity, light parts availability, and the widespread mechanical knowledge of its systems in rural communities make it genuinely competitive with far newer equipment for small-scale operations. Number 8. John Deere 4020. The John Deere 4020 occupies a different category from the other tractors on this list. It came out of the new generation era, which John Deere launched dramatically at Deere Day in Dallas in August 1960 with a complete lineup overhaul. The 4020, introduced in 1963, used a six-cylinder engine in both gasoline and diesel configurations. The diesel 4020 produced approximately 91 horsepower at the PTO, making it a genuinely powerful row crop tractor for its era. What makes the 4020 remarkable for present-day work is the combination of that substantial power output with engineering that predates the electronic control systems that make modern tractors expensive and difficult to maintain independently. The 4020 diesel uses a Rusa master injection pump, a mechanically governed, field-serviceable unit. Its transmission, the famous PowerShift optional 8-speed unit, was innovative but also well-documented and rebuildable. A properly maintained or restored 4020 diesel is capable of handling field operations that would have been performed by 150 horsepower equipment a generation later, because implements and techniques have improved. Auction prices for good 4020s have increased substantially in recent years as farmers recognize their utility. Number 9. International Harvester 706-806. International Harvester launched the 06 series in 1963 as a direct response to John Deere's new generation lineup. The 706 was available in gasoline, diesel, and LP gas, with the diesel version producing approximately 72 horsepower at the PTO. The 806 diesel produced approximately 94 horsepower, making it directly competitive with the John Deere 4020 in both output and price. I built the 06 series with cast iron durability and a transmission design that proved reliable under sustained heavy use. The Farmall 806 in particular developed a strong reputation for pulling power. It was commonly used for heavy tillage and was frequently seen at tractor pulls in its working years. The D310 diesel engine used in the 806 was a 6-cylinder unit designed for longevity, and engines in good condition have recorded extraordinary hours without major overhaul. Like the 4020, the 806's mechanical injection system and straightforward electrical architecture mean that a competent mechanic can keep one running without access to proprietary dealer software. Parts availability through IH Farmall specialty suppliers remains good. Number 10. Ford 5000. The Ford 5000 was introduced in 1964 as part of Ford's reorganized tractor lineup following the Ford Dexter era. It used Ford's own 233 cubic inch 4-cylinder diesel engine, producing approximately 65 horsepower at the PTO. The 5000 became one of Ford's most successful tractors in the utility segment, selling well in both North America and Europe through its production run. The 5000's appeal for current-day use stems from several factors. Its 4-cylinder diesel is a naturally aspirated, mechanically governed engine that operates reliably under a wide range of conditions and can be serviced without specialty tools. Ford designed the 5000 with a practical loader-ready front axle that accepts a wide range of front-end loaders, making it useful not just for field work, but for farmstead chores, livestock operations, and construction-adjacent tasks. The Selecto Speed transmission offered 10 forward speeds, giving the operator good control over ground speed for various implements. A well-maintained Ford 5000 remains a capable general-purpose tractor that handles everything from mowing to loader work to light tillage, and the simplicity of its mechanical systems means it spends more time working than it does waiting for parts or service appointments. So that's it for today. If you like this video, then please hit the like and subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching.